Good evening, and welcome. We lead tonight with the escalating conflict in Ukraine, as Russian forces make significant advances in the eastern Donbass region. Kyiv is urgently appealing to Western allies for increased and accelerated military aid as the situation on the ground becomes increasingly dire. The past week has seen some of the most intense fighting of the entire war, with Russian troops employing heavy artillery and air power to push back Ukrainian defenses around key strategic towns and cities. Specifically, the focus remains on the city of Chasiv Yar, a strategically vital location that, if captured, would open a direct route for Russia to advance on larger urban centers in the Donetsk region. Reports from the front lines indicate that Ukrainian forces are facing severe shortages of ammunition and manpower, struggling to hold the line against the relentless Russian onslaught. We are seeing devastating images of bombed-out residential areas and critical infrastructure, underscoring the immense humanitarian toll this war is taking. The Ukrainian government claims that Russia has intensified its aerial bombardment, targeting not only military positions but also civilian areas in an attempt to demoralize the population. Ukraine's President Zelensky has once again addressed the nation, calling for unity and resilience, but also emphasizing the critical need for more advanced weaponry and financial assistance from Western partners. He specifically cited the slow pace of delivery of previously pledged aid packages as a major factor contributing to Ukraine's setbacks on the battlefield. The conflict, now well into its second year, has seen a shift in momentum in recent months. Initially, Ukraine successfully repelled Russian advances, but with Russia adapting its tactics and intensifying its military production, the situation has become significantly more challenging for Kyiv. Backgrounding this, remember the initial Russian objectives: to quickly seize Kyiv and overthrow the Ukrainian government. That failed spectacularly. However, Russia refocused its efforts on consolidating control over the Donbass region, where it already held territory controlled by Russian-backed separatists since 2014. The current offensive represents a renewed push to achieve that objective. The implications of Russia's recent advances are far-reaching. A significant loss of territory could not only weaken Ukraine's negotiating position in any future peace talks but also embolden Russia to pursue further territorial gains. Moreover, the increased intensity of the conflict raises concerns about further escalation, potentially drawing NATO countries more directly into the war. Experts are divided on the long-term outlook. Some believe that Ukraine, with continued Western support, can eventually push back Russian forces. Others fear that without a significant increase in aid, Ukraine may face increasing difficulty in holding its ground. Global reaction has been swift and decisive. The United States and European Union have condemned Russia's actions in the strongest terms, pledging continued support for Ukraine. However, divisions remain among Western allies on the scale and speed of assistance, with some countries hesitant to provide certain types of weaponry or financial aid due to concerns about escalating the conflict. The UN Secretary-General has called for an immediate ceasefire and a return to diplomatic negotiations, but so far, both sides remain entrenched in their positions. We continue to monitor this developing story closely. For now, the situation on the ground remains fluid and unpredictable, with the fate of Ukraine hanging in the balance. That's all for tonight. Thank you for watching.